So over this weekend, Drake dropped Certified Lover Boy, and of course, Drake did not disappoint. I was really excited to hear what Drake had to say, his flow, who's gonna be featured on the album. But I think I was more excited to hear the music production, because, we're music producers. Drake definitely brought some heavy hitters up. Just off the top of my head, I know he had producers like 40, TM88, Party Next Door, Travis Scott, Wonder Girl, Metro Boomin, Masego, just to name a few. I think I listened to the album probably like 3 or 4 times, and yeah, it's lit. Drop a comment below and let me know what your favorite track on the album is. It's definitely got me inspired, and there were a few things I really picked up on when it comes to the production that I want to implement today. Anyways, there's a lot to get into. If you haven't already joined the SweetScale fam, we got room for you. Join this community, hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification. Let's get into it. All right, so this album had a bit of everything. It had some really dope samples, but what really drew my attention were the beats. With a lot of pads, it felt really atmospheric. When I think of like Girls Want Girls, In the Bible, Love All, Fair Trade. Track I really like, 7 AM on the Bride. It sounded like these producers layered quite a bit. Even though the melody was simple, the layering was top notch. It was really, really impressive. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into Ableton and get some type of pad going. There's so many great VSTs with pads. Let's check out Omnisphere. Yeah. That sounds dope. But I'm gonna turn down the cutoff. Yeah, it definitely sounds darker. And I'm only gonna play 2 chords, keep it simple. Yeah. Perfect. And like I mentioned, it's all about layering, so let's bring in some more sounds. Something I don't use often is the Prophet. Turn down the sustain a bit, adjust the cutoff. Let's just duplicate Omnisphere, bring that over to the Prophet. I know you guys don't see me use Arturia quite often, but they still got some really dope VSTs, and this is another one I really love. Listen to that, bro. No effects at all. What I'm doing is finding all these sounds that sound amazing individually, right? And it's kind of like Marvels, right? Where you have Captain America, Thor, Bruce Banner, who is he? The Hulk, Iron Man. What I'm trying to do is combine all these patches that sound amazing individually, and then once you put them together,
it's called the Avengers Initiative.
You have something that sounds incredible. Let's go to Native Instruments, find one more. So this is our meat and potatoes, right? I've said this before. If you want to add flavor, you gotta use effects. So we're off to a good start. Another thing I noticed in this album, there were a lot of vocal chops, a lot of filtered vocals in the background, which really set up a nice atmosphere for Drake to spit on. Drop a comment below if you noticed it too. In 2021, there are so many great places to find vocal chops. You have like Arcade, Exhale. You can get vocal chops from places like Splice. What I'm gonna do is actually use Heat Up 3 because there's some pretty good vocal chops in there as well. up the volume. I really want a lot of reverb. Turn up the size. I want a lot of reverb, but I also want a filter on it. More of a filter. Yeah. Man, this sounds crazy. All right, what else are we doing? I found a second vocal chop, and this is what it sounds like. And then you throw on the effects, and this is what it sounds like. Which is what we're looking for. We want something dark. Let's go. And that right there is our melody. We just gotta add a bass and drums, but we're gonna keep the bass and drums ultra simple. By keeping the drums simple, you can focus on the pads, the vocals, but more importantly, you can focus on the artist. That sounds like something Drake would rap over. Let's bring in a bass. I also have a key bass. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna give you guys like an alternate version. One of my favorite beats I've ever created. Let's keep it going. Let's do one more. You know what? We're going with pads, and one of my favorite pads of all time is this pad from the MS-20. Bring in some more pads. Let's group these tracks together, add the effects. Now you see I'm using a ton of effects and a ton of different VSTs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze all these tracks to lower my CPU. So I went from 53 to about 22%. All right, so I found some vocals. It doesn't sound the greatest without effects. But once you add the effect, it sounds pretty dope. right, so we're done. This is the beat. Hey. Let's go. All right, so that's a wrap. If you take anything away from this episode, I want you guys to remember to find amazing sounds and put them together, super team them together to make an incredible sound. And number two is, when you're listening to different styles of music, study these producers, study the different trends, because that can definitely inspire you to try new things. Got a really dope episode dropping next, so be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. It's your boy Cedric from SweetScale TV. Appreciate y'all. Signing out. I'll see you in the next episode.